guys, before we get this video started, short announcement here. We just restocked a ton of stuff that was out of stock very quickly on wrenchworks.com for the toolbox giveaway. So it is now back in stock online. Grab it now before it is gone again. Get the entries to win this brand new Snap-on box, fully loaded with tools. Go now before it's gone. Let's get this video started. What is going on today, guys? Welcome back. This is kind of part 2 of the last video. So if you haven't watched the last video, maybe you should go back, check that out. But we did some work to the 12 valve. First time putting it back on the track in, I don't know, maybe even 2 years? I was gonna say, I'm looking at Michael, he said at least over a year. I mean, last year with all the track stuff not going on, it could have even been the year before. So we haven't had the first gen on the track quite some time. Changed out governor springs in it. She is running really, really good. So last time we were at the track, it ran an 1124. Had to pedal it once there. So we are hoping that we can do a 1099 in the quarter mile. That would be awesome. On fuel, no spray, the way it is, 1099 would be awesome. So we've got bigger plans for the truck. We're really trying to hit a 10-second pass in this thing before we call it and maybe try and blow it up, but who knows. But anyway, we're at the track. Finally a Tuesday that they do not have rain and they actually have a test and tune. So we're gonna get this thing unloaded. We're gonna swap on the slicks, and to get this thing ready to rip, we're gonna eat some dinner here first, honestly. And yeah, hopefully we have a good night of test and tune with the first gen, kind of get back on track with it. Guys, well, first pass as always, you know, getting the nerves out, learning. It's been forever since we've driven the truck, gotten used to the brakes. The brakes in this thing have never been stellar by any means, so accidentally kind of double bulbed in, which is, you don't want to do that to the guy next to you. But up here for my second pass, so we adjusted tire pressure, dropped it down a little bit. It's very the thing that we've always, well, it's funny, we fought the same thing in the 05, like it's just very bouncy. So we're gonna try to remedy a couple things. We loosened up the cowl tracks just a little bit. We adjusted the tire pressure, and I'm going to bring in lockup later on in the pass, because right now it's set up as soon as it 1-2 shifts, it is going into lockup. So where it starts bouncing is right after that. So we're gonna try and bring in lockup a little later, see if that changes anything. Still trying to leave conservatively, 10-15 pounds. And yeah, pass number 2, here we come. So it's always a learning curve. It's why you test. It's why you test. So should be good though. The thing feels really strong. It's coming up to the light and lighting the turbos and getting up on boost easier than it ever has before, which is really, really awesome. The last thing you want to do when you come to these test and tunes with all of these gas cars, they get up on the light really quickly, and our lazy diesel trucks are kind of like the slow turd pigs of the group. So trying to get up on boost quickly is awesome. Very, very pleased with that. Oh, you can see the times. Okay.
Yeah.
It's getting close. That one felt good. It's just like, it's an experience. Like, that's what you're just like, I'm not getting out. You're like one more little shift over, and you're just like, oh, something could go very wrong. But you're like, I'm not doing that. So I don't know. Obviously, for anyone who doesn't know, that's recording, right?
Yeah.
Like we don't care about the bulb right now. Like, so don't worry about the reaction time. We're sitting there on purpose, right? So, yeah. I don't know. Do you want to look at the other passes? 175. That may be the best 60 foot.
Let's focus there.
Oh, sorry. I don't know if that's the best 60 foot or not. That's the best mile an hour, I believe. 123. It's been 122, 120. Does it look like it can take more boost?
Yeah, I think so.
That's 20 pounds. I know that's 20 pounds, leaving on 20 pounds.
Yeah. I think if we talked about 22, 23, 25 was a little much.
This is 172. This is 179. So 172 was the best. Picked up a little mile an hour.
So you're 3/100 slower on this pass.
So leave a little bit harder. That was lockup right after second. I still don't know what RPM I'm shifting at. Couldn't tell you that, but this is what happens when you have a data logger. Michael can't yell at you because I can't even tell you what I'm doing. you can tell, we are home from the track for a slight little recap here. I will apologize, we didn't do a whole lot of talking about each pass as it was going. Kind of moved at a quick pace here. We got 5 passes in. Obviously it drove back on the trailer under its own power, which in and of itself is always a good positive way to end the evening. The truck running not broken is always positive. So we're gonna keep it positive here. We're gonna give you guys a little rundown on the passes, some issues that we ran into, and you know, just some good things as well. So you wanna take it away there, or you want me to take it away?
I'll start. You'll start, okay. So we had our third pass was our personal best. I don't know about the 60 foot. Is a 60 foot a personal best? 172? Well,
these are, out of all of the passes, these are the best that the truck has ever done. So whatever the best 60 foot out of here is the best 60 foot.
Yeah, so we had a 172 60 foot, and then 1123. And then the next pass after that, our 60 foot slowed down a little bit, but look at our ET there.
So we did not quite do our 1099, which is what we had hoped for. We were struggling a little bit with, I would say, traction, where we were bringing in lockup. The truck definitely wanted to bounce. This truck is also much different driving down the track. You know, how many year old is a 93 at this point? Besides a lot. The front steering geometry, I don't think was ever designed to go 122 miles an hour down the track. It is, you are all over the place driving this thing. So you really got to drive it. But we did not do a 1099. We did do a new personal best, which for this truck is doing very well. Like it is for an old first gen.
Yeah, and then also too 123. So our horsepower is up a little bit after our pump springs. And it's a lot smokier, and EGTs are a little cooler, and so good things there too.
Still very hot. Still very hot, but
a little bit more reliable.
So guys, really the takeaway I think out of the end of this is we're just getting back into getting the first gen dialed in going down the track. Kind of like it's taken us a little while with the 05 to get some data, make little adjustments, and make progress. This is kind of where we're starting with the first gen. A couple big problems that need to be corrected to go faster and perform better. We need more data, just straight up. We need more data. We have no idea what the truck is doing going down the track. We are trying to look at GoPro footage, which is very challenging to kind of make assessments on. You're really kind of one step above guessing. And I cannot tell when I am shifting this thing. So there's no shift light there. All we have for a tack, I'm really going by feel. And I was, again, learning the truck and learning the shift and bringing in lockup. This is the only tack that we have. This little guy that goes to 4,000. And when you're sitting in the truck and you're shifting, look at where I'm holding the camera in my eyesight. You really are right here. It's not big enough. There's not enough clarity, and you know, everyone. I'm not a big fan of sitting a big 5-inch tack up here. I don't know. Are you? That's kind of your era, isn't it? Like, you know, monster tacks with the shift light on it. But to drive this thing, it's much different than the 05. The 05, you can sip your latte, turn your heat warmer on, and you can really just be on autopilot. As long as you can leave well and hold on to the steering wheel, you can drive that thing. This thing, you're doing a lot at once. The thing's bouncing, you're making sure your foot's floored, you're shifting, and you're trying to watch RPM, which, again, just, you know,
a lot going on.
We just need a driver mod, just a driver mod, you know, I'll admit it, you know. So we've got a couple things to improve on with the truck. And Michael, I'm ready to just put some nitrous on it, but
yeah, I think
just a little bit.
It's gonna get warm, but yes.
Michael's being modest. Michael's being very modest because this thing already buries a 2,000 degree EGT gauge.
It's gonna get really, really hotter.
Oh, hotter. It's gonna get hotter.
Really, really hot.
But the truck is together. It is going fast.
Yeah.
It is just still two-wheel drive.
Yeah.
Michael's thinking that we should probably 4-link it and make it a short bed, and I kind of don't disagree. So anyway, guys, that's a wrap for this evening. New personal best. Didn't go 1099.
Twice personal best.
Say it again.
You did a personal best.
Because it went a 23 and then a 16 or whatever it did.
Yeah.
So previous was a 24, 1124. Yeah. So for two-wheel drive, she's getting down. Needs a little bit more weight transfer, some other things. So we're gonna work on all that stuff, and we'll be back at the track, and we're gonna go faster. So that's the plan. Lots of big plans for this thing, but that's where the night has ended us. Make sure you guys get your entries for the toolbox giveaway. We will have our little mini winners probably in the next one. I thought I was going to have them by now, but I don't. So next time we'll have the people who are going to come out and hang out, and the impact sockets. But anyway, get those entries in before all the restock stuff goes out again, and I will see you guys in the next video. See ya.
Bye. This thing's really kind of hot.
Say it again.
Look at the powder coating.
She's
really hot.
Wow. She is getting really hot. You just noticed that, huh? So our bright red is now turning a nice pinkish right here.
Candy apple, you know?
Well, it's a good thing we got this big old second gen. Oh yeah, look at this. Yeah, that's kind of been like that, but it's kind of like self molding. Is that ballooning out right there?
Mm-hmm. That's what they do.
That's what they do? Really? So
Need some water right there.
Some like water injection?
Yeah.
Man, these old 12 valves, man. Old dinosaur power.
We should do a boost stainless thing. Boost sugar.
You want to check the boost? Think we might be losing some PSIs? Pegs 100 pounds pretty easy.
Yeah, that's true.